welcome to Chris Parking Shooting Sports. We've got a bit of a genuine sort of unboxing today. I mean, I don't love the word, but this has come to me, it's come from PARD, and I believe it's going to be two of the latest scopes that they're offering. One of which is night vision, the other of which is thermal. So I think the night vision is called the Night Stalker and the thermal is one of the Pantera range. And I believe they're the micro size. So these are more designed for rimfire and airgun shooting, but I've not seen either. Well, no, actually I have seen both of them, if it's what they are, because I was at the British Shooting Show a few weeks ago and they were both there. I did do like a little preview video of them. So here they are. Right, we have got the PARD, where's the official name on it? Okay, there's not even an official name on the box. We've got a little post-it note stuck on the end. So it's still going to be even more of a surprise. Let's have those 7 seconds of joy, which is allegedly how long it takes to open a box. And here we are. So these are the micro versions, what they call micro, mini, I'm not 100% sure yet. And that is the Pantera. Right, so that's the Pantera thermal micro version, mini version. So we've got screw back ocular body there, which gives us the eye focus as we want it. We've also got rubber eye bellows there if you want to use those instead. The whole system is sort of similar to the PARD DS range that came out a few years ago, but it all looks like it's been slimmed down, smoothed out, made a little bit more sort of ergonomic. Not that it wasn't ergonomic before, but it's just been compartmentalised a little bit and just smoothed out. Now, of course, we've not got the big front end objective body on this because it is the micro version, but I suspect it's going to be very similar in many ways to the big Pantera I reviewed a few months ago. 18650 flat top batteries, those go in the side there. They're very quick and easy to change. You get good power from them. And the one thing I do really like about PARD DS and the sort of items that have originated from it is that they have got one of the best control and setup systems in the business, because you've got a simple rotating dial there, push to select, that's that. And then when you are using the scope, obviously on-off button is on the side here, and then we've got video functions and things like that on the front here, and that'll probably change colour palettes on this one. These are all going to get full review, but just for the moment, let's just have a little look and see what else was in the box with them, because until we actually get some video footage recorded from them, people won't know. So they do come with scope rings, and what else is in the depth of this box? Not sure yet. I get to be as surprised as you are. It's like Christmas, I suppose, to some people, and to me as well. These boxes never quite go back together, looking quite as neat as they came apart. So we've got lens cleaning cloth, USB-C cable, we've got some Allen keys here for setting up the rings. So I'll leave all those to one side for now, because I'll be using something suited to my rifle specifically, and I'm going to leave that out as well. So just pop that to one side. And let's have a go at switching it on. So I'm going to hold the side button down, see if the batteries are charged. We've got flip open lens cap on the front, which is nice and small and compact, and of course this being the mini does mean it is going to be a lot more useful on smaller rifles. This is called a Pantera. So it's switched on and we have got thermal image. So zoom is on the top there. I'm just going to correct the eyepiece to give me the perfect sharp reticle picture. Boom, that is done. And we've got colour palettes going through that. Let's just check out the buttons here, because I didn't see an instruction manual in there. So the front one seems to go between the different colour palettes. So I've got white hot, black hot, we've got like a fusion red hot, sky. So we'll go through those and look at those when we've actually got them on video, recording what's going on. Now it would appear, yeah, the middle button, short press for photographs, long press for video recording. And I like the fact that that button doesn't require any kind of heavy pressure at all. It's not disturbing the actual point of aim of the scope. And the rear button, I'm not sure what that does yet. I'll just press it, nothing's happening. Hold it down. Can't see what that's going to do, so I'll have to find out what that does. That goes into the, it's the gallery mode, so you can actually see what you've recorded in the past. got a battery indicator, we've got all sorts of details down below, we've got angles, we've got compass in it by the looks of it, and of course we've got Wi-Fi. So that will come in the full video review when we've got some footage from it. Right, I don't know the prices on these yet. I think they're going to be quite market acceptable. But as I say, this is one of the things about getting things very early on in the cycle. I presume that box is going to contain the similar rings, it's going to contain Allen keys, and here is the Night Stalker Mini or Micro. Yeah, they're calling it the Mini. Night Stalker Mini, it says on the side there. Now, just to point out again that this one on the side here has got USB-C plug there for probably data retrieval and charging. This one's got the older style setup with a slightly boxier back end on it here, and that will take a USB-C cable in there, and it's also got an SD card slot for your footage. So this one doesn't appear to have come with a rubber eye bellows, but again, it's probably an early sample, bit of a prototype. It's probably been to a few shows so far. Again, flip-off eye cup on the front. I would suspect this is going to be a flat top 18650 battery on the side, and you get to see this at the same time I get to see this. This will have the same menu and operating system, I am quite sure. On buttons on the side. Let's just switch that on. Yeah, that comes on really quickly actually. And of course this being, well, digital night vision also means you've got full day vision capability as well. So back end here we've got eyepiece focus, and that will get me the reticle in nice sharp image for my particular eyesight. That's coming in about there. You can tell actually in the difference between these how, you know, this ocular end at the back here, the Pantera has got a slightly newer sort of arrangement, so I'll be keen to see if this maintains the sort of older arrangement like this one, but we'll see when it comes into full production cycle and usage. So I've got it in daylight mode at the minute. Now if I remember correctly, the buttons on the back of this, if I give it a long hold on the left side, yes, that changes from night vision to day vision. Long hold again will probably put it back to day vision. The right button will do stills and video, and that's saying it's not got an SD card inserted. So that automatically already leads me to believe that that one has internal memory rather than an additional SD card. There are some benefits to that. It's one less sort of slot, one less opening on the actual body, which could allow water ingress, you know, adds towards ratings like IP67 for waterproof and things like that. But realistically, that has got identical functionality to the previous PARD DS, although it doesn't have the rangefinder, it doesn't have an illuminator on board. So if you're using it at close range around buildings where there's a lot of IR anyway, you might not even need that for ratting and things like that. If you are going to be using this at probably slightly intermediate middle distance over farmland where you haven't got that IR light spilling in from, you know, security lights around the farm, you will need an additional illuminator with it, and I'm going to probably use a PBIRX with this to give me the most capability from it. So there we go, that's the initial small preview of these units here. We haven't got a rangefinder, of course, on either of these, and they've been kept a lot more simple so that it keeps the cost down, because in fairness, for example, on a foxing rifle where you're shooting foxes, you know, 100, 150, 175 metres, the majority of them are generally shot at that distance around more urban locations, certainly. Do you need a rangefinder that much on calibers that is pretty fast, flat shooting, 223s, 22 250s, 243s? Maybe not. Interestingly, when you're shooting with air rifles, it may be more beneficial to have a rangefinder because you do have a statistically more curved trajectory, and similar with rimfires as well, but air rifles are particularly prone to this because you shoot quite close distances, and of course with the height of the scope over the bore line, a lot of rifles now have the height scope very high over the bore line because that gives you more ballistic difference between your close and your long range shots. So these will be things to think about. But generally speaking, I'm looking forward to using this because I'm going to put this one, the Pantera Mini, I'm going to put that on a 17 HMR first because I've got some rabbit control that needs looking at and attending to. But I think I might put this one on an air rifle, and I'm going to use it on a sub 12 air rifle because I think that's going to give it the biggest challenge of what we can do with it. But I might put it on a 2.2 rimfire, we shall see. In fact, yes, I'm going to put this on a 2.2 rimfire and I'm going to put that on a 17 HMR. So I'll get out over the next couple of weeks, we'll get some video footage, some stills, kills, and we can compare like for like. And hopefully I'll be shooting out with one of my friends will be with me, so we'll see if we can get some synchronized footage actually with both scopes looking at the same thing in a realistic hunting scenario, because I am not one for really putting a video of a wild boar or a feral domesticated pig in a barn at 10 meters away and putting it on as a displayed image for advertising and marketing on my channel. But whatever floats your boat. If you want to take a photograph of your own dog sort of sat at the end of the garden, then that's great, but I won't. I'll be taking real world footage of rabbits, hares, maybe some foxes, probably some deer as well, at distances probably out to 200 or 300 meters, and that will give you a realistic expectation of what you are going to see when it actually comes to shooting in your own scenario for your own requirements. And if I'm lucky, I might even get some rat shooting, but my farmers around here seem to be very, very good at keeping control of all their rats, and we don't really have any waste sites or anything like that either. So ratting is one of the things I do the least, but I think rabbiting is going to be the priority for both of these for now. Right, I hope you've enjoyed that little mini first impressions video of these two new PARD mini products. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, click the notification bell, and keep track of my regular uploads. See you later.